What's the most important ingredient in beer?
It's got to be the water.
Gotta be
The water.
It's the water. The way the watershed works and the time it takes for water to move through the watershed into the outlet of Lake Sebago and into the water system is a lot of time.
Yep.
And if an issue happens way upstream and you don't discover it till late stream, we got a major problem on our hands. And it's not something you can quickly turn around and fix.
And that's why the Brewshed Alliance is so important, right? I mean, without a group like ours coming together to really work to protect this amazing resource that we have, it would be very difficult for us to continue to be fed some of the best beer in America, which would have an obvious impact on our industry, but also an impact on our communities. In the Sebago watershed, as it's true across all the other watersheds in Maine, in order to keep the opportunity to use that blank canvas, we have to protect the resource.
We have to protect the tiny little streams and wetlands that are where that water is draining from the mountains every spring and during heavy rainstorms, and the way that it's recharging the aquifers that refills Sebago Lake every year. And fortunately, we have a really strong water supply. But we got to make sure that it is clean in all those upland areas, all of those areas throughout the Brewshed.
It's not by accident, right? Like
No.
that watershed is what creates that. It's that natural filtration process and those protected lands that creates that, natural, very pure water. And there's only a handful of places in the country that have a water source like that. And I think that's a great way to kind of define why it's so important to protect those outerlying areas within the watershed and preserve that.
Absolutely, the beer in Maine is so good because we have such good water. There's no question that we are blessed with some of the best water in the world, and that is why we have a cluster of breweries around the Portland Water District, frankly, and around the Sebago Lake watershed.
We all need that water, and we're all part of the Maine community, so it does go beyond beer. And we all want safe, clean drinking water, and I sure hope moving forward it's going to stay that way.